Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your humble host, Charles Reaction. Dropping a brand new video today. I'm supposed to drop this video on Tuesday. This is where I usually record on Charles Reactions is on Tuesday and Saturday because I didn't record this past Tuesday. I'm gonna drop this video today for that Tuesday that just passed, and that we're going to be reacting to Court Cam most dramatic moments of all time. I am a super big fan of Court Cam. I watch it every Wednesday. Big fan of First 48. Watch it every Thursday. And I'm gonna be dropping videos, um, Court Cam videos in the upcoming days. Also, First 48 videos and Crime 360. If you're interested in those videos, and give my commentary on the videos as we go. As I actually watched this whole segment, but I never gave my official opinion about the video. So I'm gonna give my opinion today and pause the story as it ends and give my commentary on the video. So without further ado, let's get into the video. But before we do that, subscribe to Save Our Children TV on Mondays and Thursdays. Subscribe to that channel today. Subscribe to Crime Time. I drop on that channel on Wednesdays and Fridays. Subscribe to this channel, Charles Reactions. I drop videos on Tuesdays and Saturdays, so please make sure you are um, subscribing, liking the videos, thumbs it up, so you get notified every single time I drop a brand new video. Without further ado, let's get into the video. And also don't forget to cash at me, that is at capital C, money sign, capital CPA 106. That's again, money sign, capital CPA 106.
We're now in the El Paso County Courthouse in El Paso, Texas.
All right. Please be seated. The record should reflect the attorneys for the state, the attorneys for the accused are present in the courtroom.
The man you see here is 41-year-old Daniel Villegas, accused of killing two teens in 1993 when he was just 16. At that time, without an attorney or his parents present, Villegas says he was coerced by an El Paso detective into confessing to the murders. Despite recanting the confession hours later, it became a key piece of evidence for the prosecution.
The court has received a message from the jury indicating that they've reached the verdict.
Villegas has been on trial 3 separate times for this crime and has maintained his innocence throughout.
That's from the jury.
His first trial in 1994 ended in a mistrial due to a hung jury. A 1995 retrial ended with a conviction for capital murder, and Villegas was sentenced to life in prison. After spending 18 years in prison, that verdict was thrown out in 2013 because of ineffective assistance of counsel. Villegas was released in January of 2014 and has remained out on bond as he awaited a third trial. During that time, he fathered 2 children. Though the prosecution continued to insist on his guilt, there was no DNA, no firearm, and no forensic evidence presented linking Villegas to the shooting.
If the defendant will please stand.
Within moments, he'll find out if he goes home with his family or spends the rest of his life in prison.
In the District Court of El Paso County, Texas, 409th Judicial District, the state of Texas versus Daniel Villegas, number 94-0D09328. Verdict Form B. We, the jury, find the defendant Daniel Villegas not guilty of...
For the first time since he was 16 years old, 25 years ago, Daniel Villegas is a free man.
Mr. Villegas, you have been under many conditions in this court. You are no longer under any conditions in this court. You are free to leave. Good luck to you.
Now we head to Cleveland.
Okay, I'll give a comment too. Number one, I watched this particular segment over and over again. And I watch First 38 on Thursdays. And you have detectives. I'll connect First 38 a lot. I tell you that. I watch a lot of crime shows. And you have detectives who will basically make somebody admit to a crime that they did not commit so they could throw them in jail, let them send in jail to trial, so the courts could find them guilty on the behalf of the detective for crime that they didn't commit. You have a lot of innocent people doing time in prison, and to put an innocent man make an innocent man go through trial 3 separate times, convict him 2 separate times. Well, convict him 1 separate time, hung jury the first time, convict him the second time, and then the third time found him not guilty. So we're wasting taxpayer dollars to put innocent people in prison. I mean, how I swear, And the sad part is, I understand that you want somebody to pay, but don't put an innocent person in prison and think that that's justice. It's not, because you're ruining, another person's family by doing that. You're ruining not just one family, not the person who's actually responsible, but you're ruining an innocent person's family by putting an innocent person in prison. And it's not fair to that person's family that he's doing time for somebody else's crime. It's not fair. But yet the system wants to be biased, and every time somebody goes to court, they find guilty anyways. It's like, at the end of the day, where's the evidence? You need evidence to find someone guilty. You can't just find somebody guilty on hearsay. You got to find them guilty with evidence, fingerprints, the weapon, things that makes them guilty, not find them guilty because you want them to be guilty. There's got to be evidence in a court of law. You have to present evidence. So, in that matter, the system failed. An innocent person had to pay. Spending 18 years in prison. He spent 18 years in prison for a crime he didn't ever commit. At the end of the day, the system and the state owes this man a whole lot of money for convicting him and sending him to prison to serve time for a crime he didn't commit. And then, to top it off, to make things worse, is that if they was to convict him the third time, he was facing life imprisonment, spending the rest of his life in prison. It's like, the DA, prosecutors, the judge, witnesses, the jury, court officials, they gotta do their homework better. If you're gonna prosecute a case, find the actual perpetrator. Don't just throw innocent people in a cage and think that that's justice. That's not justice. Throwing an innocent person behind bars. Let's go to our second story.
In Ohio, to the Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court, the sentencing of convicted serial killer Michael Madison. Madison's been convicted on 3 counts of aggravated murder for the killing and mutilation of 3 young women in Ohio. As part of the hearing, Van Terry, father of one of Madison's victims, steps up to the podium to make a victim impact statement. Mr. Terry's now just a few feet away from the man who so brutally took the life of his daughter, Sherelda.
Right now, I guess we're supposed to, in our hearts, forgive this child. You touched our families, taking my child.
He's looking directly at Madison. Van Terry is released without charges. A short time later, County Judge Nancy McDonald hands down Madison's sentence. Michael Madison is sentenced to death and will now live on Ohio's death row.
Okay. So if you had never ever heard this case, okay, it was about Michael Madison in Ohio who killed 3 women, and as he was being sentenced, he left and smiled at one of the victims' father, and the victim's father ran across the table and attacked them, and the judge later sentenced him to death, and now he will live on Ohio's death row. This is the thing. You know, for a person, whether it's a man or female, for a person who can smile after mutilating and killing 3 women, go in a courtroom to get sentenced and smile in front of the victim's family, that tells me that there's no remorse, and also tells me that, I mean, it just no heart, like it just like no care in the world. And I understand that the judges say that people should respect the courtroom. Understand you might get upset and triggered. They might want to attack the suspect and do this, don't do that. But this thing, when you put a convicted murderer or a murderer, period, who have not been convicted yet, in front of a victim's family, what do you think is going to happen? Cupcakes and cookies gonna get delivered? No, there's going to be you're putting a person who brutally took another person's family life, okay, and you put them in the same room together, and crime happens. When you put that in the same room, what do you think is gonna happen? You're putting angry and sad and mad and upset people who lost loved ones in the same courtroom as a convicted murderer or as a murderer who have not been convicted yet in the same room. Okay, you're putting 2 and 2 together. Okay, what that's gonna make? 2 plus 2 is 4. You can't put trauma on top of want to like this thing. When you put a victim, the victim's family, in the same courtroom as the suspect that committed that sad crime against a loved one, the victim's family are already going through it now. And what they want to do is they're so upset that they want to kill the person who killed their loved one. You put in trauma with a convicted murderer. What do you think that's gonna happen? Things are gonna get irate. It's gonna get out of control. It's gonna get out of hand. Because lots of time, convicted murderers, lots of times, don't have sympathy for the victims. They just don't. So if they don't have sympathy, then the victims don't have another choice. And the choice they have now to make is to attack what's attacking them. And that's what it is. Let's continue.
We start things off at the Russell and Wayne County's Family Court in Kentucky for a hearing on a domestic violence order filed by her husband against his ex-wife.
You and the respondent were married in the past and have children in common, correct? And were the statements you made in your petition true and correct at that time? Are you willing to make those statements part of your sworn testimony here today? And are you asking the court to enter an order restraining the respondent from any contact with you? I've taken your statements in your petition as part of your testimony, but I need you to tell me briefly, in your own words, what happened to cause you to ask for a domestic violence order.
Yes, Your Honor. Things have been escalating, I guess, since the first of the year. And, Melissa's had a couple of MIWs, a couple arrests, and she got out of jail in, I guess, April. And she started. We hadn't really had anything personal up until that point. She got out of jail in April, and she
My
started.
personal life is
No.
your business. It has nothing to do with
Miss
you.
Hardwick?
No.
You will be held in contempt of this court if you become
I don't
disruptive.
care. I haven't done anything to this court. I haven't done anything to
Okay.
them.
She will be arrested for contempt of
It
the
doesn't
court.
make any
You will
difference.
serve 10 days for contempt of court. Go now.
Get off of me!
Can't find back.
Rich, wait and see. You get my rifle off the floor. Get it.
After spending nearly 5 months in jail, Melissa Hardwick pleads guilty to intimidating a participant in a legal process. She avoids any further jail time by agreeing to a court-ordered diversion or rehabilitation program for 5 years.
The emergency protective order will remain in place and contact.
So she jumped. First of all, she wasn't restrained. She got upset because her ex petitioned a court for a restraining order. She got upset because he, told the judge about her personal issues, and she got mad. Jumped over the judge table, whatever it is, the judge's bench, jumped over it and threw papers at the judge. She got put down, restrained, bracelet came off. She was arrested, only to serve 5 months in jail and pled guilty and avoided any other jail time and got a diversion of anger management. And then the restraining order was finalized with the ex-husband. My thing is this. If a black male was to do that in court, jump over the table, and do that to the judge, he would have got contempt of court, all right. He would have got attempted a battery charge on the judge, which means he would have went to prison. And this female was a white female. And what scares me is that woman walks away committing the same crime as men without doing hard time. What the hell? What is 5 months going to do? It's not going to change her. I think she needs hardcore jail time. Secondly, I think that The reason why men, period, get more time in prison than women is because men could serve more time than a woman can, which in reality, that shouldn't be put together. If women can commit the same type of crimes as men, then they could serve the same amount of time as a man could. No excuse. And you see where today women out here out committing heinous crimes to their children, committing traffic infractions, assaulting people, shooting people, beating on people, doing all types of heinous crimes to innocent people. And, the crimes are not taken seriously. And when we giving women probation of 1 to 15 months in jail for the same amount of crime that a man committed, then I 100% look at the justice system, and I could tell that the justice system is failing. It is failing the women population. I mean, it is. It is failing the women population. And the only time a woman getting maximum time if they commit a heinous murder, assault, they getting 15 years. That's the max they can get up to, 15. You never see a woman get 25 years. You might see them get 25 to life, but then they get an actual 25-year sentence, depending on what state the city it is. Many a times they can get up for the deal, a plea deal, and it's very short and minimum than if a man get a plea deal. Because if a man get a plea deal, he's looking at 15, 20. If a woman get a plea deal, she's looking at 11 to 10. She's not really getting the max. So it's crazy to think that women are not getting enough time as men are. And what she did, she should have at least got the max, which was 5 years behind bars. I think she needs serious help, and giving her probation or a anger management course. I think she needs more than anger management course. I think she needs a mental, testing done. Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notifications. I'm gonna end the video off here. Let me know in the comment section what do you think about today's video, and let me know in the comment section below what I'm saying. Is it wrong or is it right? And also, tomorrow is December 1st, so happy December. And Christmas is in 25 days. Can't believe it, but don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn your post notification bell. You'll be notified every single time I drop a brand new video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, peace.